Hello, welcome to another General 0 Hour replay. This is Scottagorn. We're doing a replay from August 7th on Green Pastures. Teams are Scottagorn on the bottom, China Tank, Tytan, USA Air Force, and Coredawg on top is GLA Toxin. Across from Coredawg is Pcap, that's China Nuke. Down here across from Titan will be another China Nuke, that's Hard Army. And Neo is China Vanilla, across from Scottagorn's China Tank. So Scottagorn and Neo are both building barracks towards the middle, going for these garrison towers next to these two oils. Titan is beginning to build a fire base in the middle, and up top Coredawg has his workers building tunnels before Pcap can get in the area. Does look like Neo's going to get it here, but it's going to be close. I think if Scottagorn had had those Red Guard run right to the tower, he might have garrisoned it first, but as it is, Neo loads it up with Red Guard and one Tank Hunter. And he's going to immediately cause trouble for Scottagorn down at the bottom. Now Titan bringing a missile defender across to take out that dozer from the Hard Army. He laser locked, he knows how to do that. This guy has played before. And Coredawg coming across to get the trucks of Pcap. Pcap sending in a Flamer tank, which is the custom against GLA. But not quite going to get far enough for him. Defending against those RPG troopers with these Red Guard right there. So down here on the bottom again, Neo has up a Gatling cannon, has a bunker going. It's going to load it up. As this building garrisoned is now building another bunker. Scottagorn electing to defend with tanks. Has a couple of tanks down south, no tanks up top yet. Thinking about doing something with the dozer. Pcap brings in another Dragon tank this time. It's going to be up to that Stinger site to take it down. It does some damage, but doesn't take out any buildings. It looks like Coredawg has established his line of defenses. He's got 2 oils and 2 supplies. And he's got a strong start against Pcap. Pcap has the 2 supplies as well, starting on his propaganda center. Neither Scottagorn nor Neo have taken either of these oils down here because they have traded the garrisons. Scottagorn has 1 supply up there, and 1 down here as well as 1 in the back. So Scottagorn has 3 supplies. That's going to net him quite a bit of economy early on. I believe Neo, just 2 of them. Now just starting on a war factory? Yep, starting on his first war factory because of the defenses. Titan in the middle has a strong defensive line going against the Hard Army, which is exactly what you need to do against them. 2 fire bases, Patriot missile launcher. He's making good work against those tank hunters and Red Guards that are charging in there. This is the part where Pcap accidentally destroys his own barracks because he presses F in the wrong direction. Which is kind of funny. I don't know if he even noticed or not, but now they're heading in the right direction. There's a lot of stinger sites up though. And they don't make it too far. That along with the Marauder. It's going to be a staunch defense for Coredawg. Marauder versus Inferno Cannon, very good matchup. Coredawg goes over and techs it up. Finishes off the first one. So Coredawg should have plenty of money, and he does. He's going to keep popping these marauders out of these tunnels to take out these Inferno Cannons. Pcap, decent amount of money as well. Scottagorn now defending against 2 Dragon Tanks from Neo coming in his base. Battle Masters are the right answer for that, but not before Neo has taken out the troops in this garrison. So we'll see if Neo is able to use that to his advantage a little bit later on. Lines on the bunkers. Now Titan has stealth fighters guarding his base, as well as missile defenders in the garrison tower. He's got Dozer repairing his fire bases, so 2 airfields up, stealth fighters on each. Just the 1 supply. 1 supply but 2 oils, so he's going to have decent economy. Maybe just a little slow without 2 supplies, because I think this one is technically Titan's supply drop. But it's a little ways out of the way, maybe he doesn't know it's there.
Gunship reporting in.
So Titan's working on that defensive line of Hard Army with those stealth fighters. And Coredawg still playing cat and mouse with the tunnels and his marauders, trying to take out the Inferno Cannons, but now Pcap has a mobile defensive wall with those Overlords. If you can bring the Overlords up to the front, it's not so easy for them to bring their tanks up against your Inferno Cannons. Move your line of defense up slowly. It's a really strong strategy. Takes out that Marauder before he has the chance to take out the Inferno Cannon. Survives all of those missiles from the garrison. My goodness. Now down south, Neo did take advantage of flaming the units out of that garrison because he was able to take his own troops up there and garrison it himself, taking out the 2 Battle Masters from Scottagorn. Now he's going to move into Scottagorn's territory and start firing on his supply with all these troops. Titan sees it, comes down to help. Not firing on the supply yet. Now Coredawg's brought in buggies to start trying to go after the Overlords and the Inferno Cannons. They're not teched up yet, so they're not going to be incredibly strong. The Infernos have taken out the garrison, they're taking out the Stinger sites, and they're doing a good job there. Scottagorn clearing out all of the troops in the garrison with 1 flame tank and 1 Gatling tank. The Gatling tank just for defense, really, so the flamer tank makes it all the way there. Now chasing off some Inferno Cannons, but he's going to lose these troops to those units in the garrison. He's going to lose a lot there. Titan in the middle, very strong defense against Hard Army. Hard Army slowed down, it looks like. Titan secured his area there, and is now bringing in troops to help out against Pcap. Pcap making a push, but that humongous large jet taking out an Overlord, taking out an Inferno Cannon just in time. Because there wasn't much left between Pcap and Coredawg's front supply.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Now that's a lot of tank hunters against a group of 5 or 6 marauders. The Inferno Cannons aren't super strong against tanks, but they do add to the offensive output that's coming out right now. Those marauders go down pretty fast. The buggies charge in there willy-nilly. They go down as well, and so a large group from Coredawg that just went down. It's a lot of money. Its defenses are thin. Pcap's got the Overlord. He's got the muscle, he's got the range. He's moving in again. Now down south, Scottagorn feeling like he has enough offensive input to push through this south side. I know there's a flame tank down here somewhere. Try to take out all of these tank hunters in this garrison with the flame tank. But he's losing a lot of troops up to this garrison up top as well. I think I could have been a little bit more patient, brought in a flamer tank towards the front of the line, and taken out those units in that garrison, and I wouldn't have lost so many tanks in the process. The horde is much smaller than it used to be, but I think some will make it through. ECM's defending against those tank hunters, and Neo's carpet bomb just off of where Scottagorn's troops were a second ago. Up top, Coredawg getting creative with how he's dealing with these overlords. Must have been a German Kell. Sneak attack, and we can see Titan again coming in with these stealth fighters, some of which are getting veteraned. Has the war factory up now. Has some supply drop zones in the back. And here he goes again. Stealth fighter is not really the strongest against tanks, but these guys are doing pretty well against the overlords, chipping away at them. I wonder if Titan has gotten the upgrade so that they and the other planes will do more damage. The King Raptors. Scottagorn just parking in the back of the base here. Must be looking somewhere else. Now moving on to the meat of the base. So Titan, doing his job of defending against hard army, is now free to come up and help wherever he's needed. And really, this is where he was needed because Pcap did a good job with the overlords, with the Inferno cannons, clearing out the defensive line. He's been trying to work at the meat of this base for a long time now. Can't quite get there. It's circled by these stealth fighters. And he really gets ganged up on. Between Coredawg and Titan. All of Pcap's money that he's putting into these pushes, trying to get at Coredawg's base. He's getting stopped just short, time after time. And now that was 4 or 5 stealth fighters. 5 is almost enough to take out an overlord. 6 will do it, and Pcap gives up. He's done with the double team. He doesn't want to deal with it any longer. So, this being Titan's first full game, does a good job helping Coredawg out up top when Coredawg was really in a bind. I don't think if Titan had gotten there with those generals' promotions and with the stealth fighters, I don't think Coredawg would have been able to defend against Pcap's pushes with those overlord Inferno cannon combos. Those were just looking a little bit too strong. Just 2 overlords surviving at the bottom for Scottagorn, but they are pretty well teched up, so that's looking pretty strong. Team of stealth fighters patrolling up here, and now Neo has surrendered as well, so it's just these 3 on the left team against the hard army. Up top, between Pcap and Coredawg, we saw Pcap break out the dragon tanks. He's had a lot of success with those versus GLA in the past. This time they weren't quite able to get through to destroy those defenses. They barely got any flames off against them. They did some damage, but they didn't take any out. Coredawg didn't have Marauders up and going early on, which would be the usual answer for dragon tanks, but he did have stinger sights, so if you can get enough defenses up early enough, then I guess stinger sight and tunnel combo can keep dragon tanks at bay, but it's close. Down at the bottom, between Scottagorn and Neo, they shared the space around those oils long enough that Neo was never able to capture those. Neo had 2 supplies, Scottagorn had 3. Neo was China Vanilla, Scottagorn was China Tank, so I had the stronger tanks. They could a lot of be upgraded. Pushed through some defenses, ignored some others. And even though Neo did push into Scottagorn's base earlier in the game, garrisoned the building. Scottagorn was able to get one flame tank up there and deal with it early enough before it took out the supply and did too much damage. Lots of destruction going on. Those stealth fighters don't do a whole ton of damage against buildings. So between the three of them, there's still just not quite enough offense to take down this hard army yet. This hard army had new cannons in their base, and it was not wanting to go down easy. Now Titan with the Auroras. I didn't know he had those up and going. 2 airfields full of stealth fighters. 6 supply drop zones. 3rd and 4th airfields looks really good. Coredawg ended up just with a few black markets. Used all his supply. Scottagorn used up his 3 supplies, just the 2 war factories, plenty of hackers to spare, did end up making a nuke.
You are victorious.
So this game, Scottagorn on top with the most supplies collected, had that full internet center. Most buildings destroyed, was able to go through Neo's base and take out some of the hard armies as well. But Coredawg, 16 buildings destroyed as well. The left team had the most supplies collected. Units destroyed goes to Titan. If you look, only 19 units lost, 108 units destroyed. That's a pretty good ratio. Against the hard army, that's usually about what you're going to see, but still did his job very well, was able to not only stifle the hard army, but also help out against Pcap in a big way. And units destroyed, 93 to Scottagorn, 73 to Coredawg, and that was about it. That was the first game for Titan, and that was the only one that we were able to finish with him in the group. So that was a good way to be introduced to the group. So until next time.